11 more of the coolest car colors for 2022. The most popular color for new cars in the US is white. What about the second and third most popular ones? Those are silver and black. Part of that is a result of the resale mindset loop, the idea that it will be easier to resell a basic color. So people buy basic colors. Which means the used market ends up with a limited color palette. Then people buy them because they will be easier to resell later. One day that will possibly end in all cars only being sold in white, silver, and black. However, enough people still buy cars in different colors and brighten up roads, driveways, freeways, and city traffic jams. So, if you are one of those people, or can be persuaded to become one of those people, read on and check out our previous look at 2022's coolest colors, because automakers are coming up with some fantastic colors and shades all the time. These are 11 more that are a refreshing change from the norm. 1. Hyundai's Sage Grey. You don't have to go bold to be beautiful. And Hyundai's Sage Grey is proof of that. Hyundai has a few unusual answers to the boring grayscale clogging up the roads. And this is our favorite. With a soft blend of sage green into the grey, it becomes a color that works wherever it is. Whether that's in the countryside, on the coast, or in the city. Hyundai's Blue Stone is also cool. But every automaker has a grey with blue in it at the moment. 2. Maserati's Urban Green. If you visit Maserati's website, the cars shown are mainly grayscale. But if you get into the build your own section, you can find a couple of outstanding colors. That includes the phosphorescent Urban Green. At night, it tones down but still looks fantastic. Park it in direct sunlight, and it glows up beautifully. It's a $6,500 option. But we figure that if you're buying a Maserati, money doesn't mean much to you. 3. Lexus Nori Green Pearl. We first encountered Nori Green in person on the Lexus LC 500 and fell in love with it immediately. It was part of the Inspiration series, and our test car from Lexus was one of the 100 models made. At night, the color goes dark to the point it looks black, then, in bright light, it becomes a sophisticated shade of pearlescent green that catches the eye and suits the LC 500 perfectly. Lexus recently resurrected Nori Green Pearl, and it can now be ordered on UX models. It looks its best on the LC. Though. 4. Toyota's Electric Lime. When we recently took the RAV4 TRD off-road on a borderline ill-advised cross-mountain trek, our support vehicle for the day was an electric Lime 4Runner. One thing was for sure. If we had got into some real trouble, it would have been hard to spot us. As you can see below, even smothered in thick dust, the color stands out. It's one of those ostentatious colors that turns heads, draws admiring words, and you love to see. But you would have to be an outright attention seeker to own. That should be the case. But it's a beautiful color in person. Currently, it's a TRD Pro only color. 5. BMW's Thundernight Metallic. In recent years, BMW M cars have come with shouty colors that are a match for their gigantic grills. We've seen some nice ones lately. But Thundernight Metallic even comes with a Mopar-esque name. It's available on the M240i we tested earlier in the year and suits the retro-inspired design of the 2 Series perfectly. If you're thinking of a BMW M4, check out Isle of Man Green Metallic for a take on the classic British racing green. 6. Audi's Kylami Green. Like BMW, Audi hasn't traditionally been famed for its bold colors. But it delivered something special for the latest Audi RS3 Kylami Green. It's a rich color that nobody is going to miss. We assume Audi named the color for the Kylami Grand Prix circuit in South Africa, where it has recently had some success in GT racing. To match the wild exterior, you can order a new RS3 with optional Micromata green interior stitching that can be found on the door panels, seats, and steering wheel. 7. Chevrolet's Sand Dune Metallic. Sand-colored trucks have become a trend. But we suspect it's here to stay. And Chevy is doing it best right now with Sand Dune Metallic. Currently, it's exclusive to the Colorado or Silverado in off-road ZR2 guise. But we suspect it will spread with popularity. We like Chevy's take on the sand color because it looks sharp when the truck is clean but doesn't change its hue when it gets dusty. It just looks right. 8. Hyundai's Digital Teal. Hyundai's Digital Teal, available on the Ioniq 5, is a modern twist on a throwback color. It perfectly fits the 1980s-esque hot hatch styling. Think classic Lancia Delta Integrale of Hyundai's latest EV. The infusion of blue and green changes hue with variations of light intensity. So it looks different at different times of the day. Both subtle and sophisticated. Digital teal shows how artful designers can be. 9. Kia's Ascii Green. Green is traditionally one of the lowest-selling colors. But it has been making a comeback. Kia's Ascii Green is another sophisticated color and pays homage to classic European greens like Brunswick Green, Hunter Green, Forest Green, and Moss Green, along with Shamrock Green. These can all be considered a variation of British Racing Green, which came about through the 1903 Gordon Bennett Cup raced in Ireland. It was held there as racing on public roads was illegal in the rest of the UK. So British races painted their cars Shamrock Green to show respect and appreciation. 10. Acura's Long Beach Blue. The original NSX in Long Beach Blue is a rare thing indeed. Only 88 were built. But it returned on the new NSX for the 2021 model as Long Beach Blue Pearl. It hasn't exactly filtered down to regular cars yet. Though, however, it can be had on the Acura RDX PMC edition and will appear on the 2023 TLX Type S PMC edition as well. The PMC editions are built next to the NSX and its paint shop. And Acura's premium colors and finish are fantastic. 11. Chevrolet's Amplify Orange. It appears that most people that buy a Chevrolet Corvette instinctively opt for either white or the outstanding torch red. However, if you want to stand out even further, Amplify Orange is a bright color that pulls up just the right side of obnoxious. Just don't pair it with the red interior because that is just too much color for one car. Amplify Orange is available on the regular Corvette and will carry over to the upcoming Z06 version. Reposted from sourcecarbuzz.com.